Hey guys, welcome to the Hard Rock Knife Method. We're back in the kitchen today. I know I've been gone, but I'm back with a good lesson on French onion top chops. It's a play off French onion soup with caramelized onions, except I did not use Parmesan cheese in this recipe. There you go right there. Top chops are similar to pork chops. I think it's just a different cut of meat. So let's get started. So first I'm just going to be making the mashed potatoes, just a little quick tutorial. I'm peeling my potatoes, making sure all the skin and all the little, divots and everything are taken out, and then after this I'm going to wash them off and make sure that there is no dirt or no skin left on there. Make sure everything is all clean, ready to put in the pot. Once everything is all clean, I'm just going to chop them up into about small dice, a little bit bigger than small dice. I have a small pan, so I try to make them small enough so that they all fit at one time. I don't want to do more than one round. So, usually you were supposed to put them in cold water, but I put them in hot water because I'm trying to get them done fast. The kids are hungry, my husband's hungry, it's time to eat, so we're getting them in there. So they're just going to boil until they are tender, and I'm going to check them with the fork just like this, make sure they're tender. I don't like mine to be all the way super soft. I feel like they get grainy, but I do like them to be basically all the way done, and then I'm just going to mash those up and add some seasonings, and I do that off the camera. So here's what I use. The top chop, my husband found these at the store. It was a good deal, buy one get two free, so we decided to take them home and figure it out. So one of them came seasoned already. Well, they all came seasoned, but they were two were the same and one was different, so based off what I thought they were seasoned with, I just added a little bit more seasonings. I assume they had some paprika and maybe some spices, and the other one had, peppers and maybe some herbs. So you see me just putting them in the bowl, getting them ready to go. I do marinate them for a little bit, and I'm just going to add a little bit more seasonings. So here I am covering them in mustard for the French onion flavor. Yes, I like spicy brown mustard. You can use regular mustard, but I'm not really that big of a fan of regular yellow mustard. I think spicy brown mustard adds a little bit more of a kick and a little bit richer flavor. So I'm just going to coat those up, get those ready to go. After that, I'm just going to put some butter in my pan. Ignore my stove. Ignore the stove. The kids just had noodles for lunch and I did not wipe it down. Yes, you're supposed to clean as you go. I did not. So sue me. You see on the side I saved some of the water from the potatoes. It's really starchy. So after the butter's melted and the pan is warm all the way, I'm going to add in the chops. I try to fit as many as I can in there at once, and I'm just searing off each side, making sure each side gets brown and golden. You see me having a hard time using these tongs flipping this. Not everything turns out fancy like the TV shows. Sometimes it takes a while. But yeah, I'm just going to flip those over and make sure the other side gets the same. I'm having such a hard time. Don't act like you get it perfect every single time. I could have cut that out, but I thought, that would... I didn't feel like it. That's the real reason. So once both sides are done, I'm just going to put them in the pan, take them off of the heat, and put them on my pan over here. There we go. The pan is lined with foil. I'm going to finish them off in the oven. And then I'm going to put the rest of them in. I added some more butter to the pan. I left all the seasonings. We like to leave the seasonings, all the pan drippings, because that's where all the flavor is. So just putting the remainder chops in the pan to get those seared off as well. There we go. So now in my pan, I'm going to add in the onions. I'm going to let those get all caramelized and sweet and delicious. I put a generous amount because it's called French onion. And I really love caramelized onions. You can see there I'm using onions that I just bought at the store. They're already chopped up. You can find those in like the produce aisle. or you could even find frozen onions in the freezer aisle and use those as well. I just used what I had on hand. So I'm getting those all coated in the butter, and I'm going to let those sweat and caramelize. I would say it takes about maybe 7 to 8 minutes for the amount that I did. Now I'm going to put a generous amount of garlic. I love garlic. You guys know I love garlic. Garlic is in every single recipe I use for the most part. And I added that after the onions were already cooked, because I do not want to burn the garlic. So then I'm just going to add in the rest of my water, or my starchy liquid. And then I'm adding in some evaporated milk. You can use cream or regular milk. If you have, you know, soy milk, I'm pretty sure you can use that as well. And then I'm adding in a little bit of wine. They said use a dry white wine or a dry red wine. I just use what I had in the fridge. And then you see me putting in the sprigs of thyme. I'm just going to boil that down till it gets a little bit thick. And then I'm going to add back in the pork chops. So no, I did not finish them in the oven. I let them rest on the side, and then I put them back in the pan. I'm going to cover that up and let those finish in there, and then the sauce is going to reduce. Look at that, bubbly and good. Yep. If you could smell this right now. Okay, so now I'm just going to chop them up just for the plating. You see they're all the way cooked all the way through. And this is how I plated it up. I just put it on a bed of, you know, the mashed potatoes and some spinach, and also just, you know, spooned over the sauce with the onions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I look forward to seeing the next video. Bye.
Say you die for me, say